Hi, it's been a long time. In today's video, we're going to fix your movement and the way your controller feels. This video will make you change the whole entire way that you go about playing controller. This video is to help you improve your mechanics and also build and edit just like SJ. If you keep watching this video, your mechanics will go from this to this. And that way, you can get your movement down and you can start building like a bum. Okay. Recently, I've been watching a lot of montages, mainly SJ's. I've been analyzing his gameplay and also the way he moves, so I can tell you guys all the things I learned. And I'm pretty sure we all want the same thing, and that's to build and edit as fast as possible. And not just that, we want to be able to do it flashy. Throughout this video, I made sure that everything was easily understandable, and I also made sure that it was versatile, so anybody could do it. Anyways, you have some learning to do, and I have some teaching to teach. So without any further ado, let's get inside. SJ, one of the fastest and most consistent controller players to ever live, and of course it's not easy to be as good as him. If that was the case, then every controller player you know would be just as good as him. And of course, there are other good controller players like Deadzones, Decisive, Paintify, and if you watch them play, they're not average. And that right there alone made me curious. What are they doing that makes their movement look so different? And I'm pretty sure most of us know how to do most of this stuff already, but that's not the problem. It just doesn't feel the same. I mean, you can literally do the exact same thing and it won't look the same. Alright, now I'm going to show you an example. Let's say I wanted to triple it right here, right now. You build my ramp cone and floor real quick, and here we go. You see, that wasn't bad at all. But now, let me do it again. You see that? That looked way faster, right? As you can see, I did the exact same thing. I triple at it. And if you couldn't tell, I'll do it side by side on the screen. And as you can see, it looks way different. It just looks faster. I did one thing differently. I made sure that my crosshair placement was very aligned and very small and sharp. And that's pretty much the key to having insanely fast movements. As you can tell, I'm doing it the whole entire time. Just doing the same thing. Very small movements, and I'm barely moving my analog stick. And if you don't know why this is working, I'll explain it real quick. When I go to select these tiles, I'm not dragging my crosshair all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. I'm making the smallest movement possible to select these tiles, and that allows me to select these very quickly and release these very quickly because I'm not wasting time dragging out edges. And that doesn't seem too hard. All we have to do is just have good crosshair placement. Wrong. That's actually really hard to do, like for real. So instead, what we're going to do is change our settings. You don't have to permanently change your settings to this. Before this tutorial specifically, I need you to change your settings to this or something very similar. But before you do, make sure that you record it or take a screenshot or whatever you do. I don't know. Save it. You need to make sure that your look sense is in between 40 and 45. But to be on the safe side, just change both of them to 43, 43. If they're different at all, it's going to make you more inconsistent. You also should do the same thing with your build and edit. That way, when you switch between building and editing, it won't shift you out of control because of the speed differences. Having good crosshair placement is all about control. The more control you have, the better your crosshair placement will be. But like I was saying before, this is not easy to achieve on a regular basis. It's really difficult to do this 24/7. Luckily for us controller players, we don't have to. Now that you've balanced out your sense, it's time for you to move on to dead zones. This is the most important thing. When trying to achieve this playstyle, you need to have a high dead zone. It's possible to do it on low dead zone, but it's even more possible to do on high dead zone. And the dead zone that I'm about to tell you guys about is elite ball knowledge. Not many people know about this. If they do, they're not going to tell you. You mainly want to keep your right stick dead zone on 24. And a lot of people may not like this because they think it's too high and they may not be able to move as, comfortable. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. But there's a catch to it. Let's go back to that triple edit. Remember, we need to make sure that our crosshair placement is very still and very sharp and tight. And this dead zone makes it almost impossible not to do. And no, I'm not saying it's going to make you extremely stiff to the point to where you can't actually play and fight and do whatever else you need to do. It's just going to make sure that you're using your balance sense to the maximum possibility. Remember, your sense is balanced. All you need to do is make sure that you have good crosshair placement now. And that's exactly why we set it to 24. Alright, I'm going to do another comparison side by side. Low dead zone on the left side, high dead zone on the right side. The red circle is the time that your crosshair placement goes up, in game of course because there's a delay. And the white circle is the time that your analog stick goes up in real time, in your hand. As you can see, the low dead zone almost matches your analog stick movement in real time. But on the right side, you'll see that it's more delayed. And that's just what we need. Imagine flicking your analog stick up and down real fast, right? On high dead zone. Your analog stick is going to take its time going up and down, trying to follow. But it's not going to follow it exactly, which means that crosshair placement issue is now over. And when your dead zone is high like this, it makes it to where your crosshair doesn't move at the same time your analog stick does. It's not perfect. It's not in sync with it. It's a little offset. And this creates the opportunity for you to always make those small adjustments. And the faster you flick it up and down, the more your screen also will shake. But having low dead zone is like actually gluing your dead zone to your analog stick. And having it like this is perfectly fine. But the only thing is you won't have room for that extra creativity with the movement, of course. Making perfect micro small movements will almost be impossible, to be honest with you. Just, per person. And this is mainly for being flashy. The more stiff it is, the easier it is for you to move around without doing all the extra movements. But you'll notice that if you flick it up and down very fast and very small, it'll make everything shake. It'll give your movement that jumpy effect, and that will make your building look faster in return. Reminds you your sense is already balanced, so you don't have to worry about that at all. That's not the issue no more. And we just got down crosshair placement. That's no issue at all. Dead zone must be at 24. The lowest I say is probably like 15, but just try 24. It's just so perfect. And if you don't believe me, you can look this up on TikTok. 24 dead zone Fortnite, and it's going to feel stiff, but the more you play and practice on it, you'll find out that it's actually fast. It took me a while to get used to it, I'm not gonna lie, but that was because my boosts were like at 3. And if you know me, you know I don't like boost. I don't use boost at all. I hate boost. Like, boost is just not me, and it could be different for you. You may like boost, but go according to you when it comes to those boosts. You can play with them or you can play without them. What you're supposed to use for this dead zone is 3 on both of them. But me, in my case, on this sense, I play better without boost as well, which means the only problem that you have now is just mastering it. Another tip for smooth movement is that you want to make sure that your right stick is jump, or that you have paddles to jump, or that you play claw to jump. You don't want to jump normally with your thumb pressing X. You want to also make sure that you have a fast edit button. And also, I want to let you guys know you don't have to be strict with this at all. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. I thought that for the longest. I played right hand claw with triangle, and then one day I changed it to square, and then my double edit speed changed drastically. If you play claw and you don't want to use square, try touchpad. That's hands down one of the best edit buttons ever. But what you should do is make sure that you tap near the bottom of the controller. Don't play claw with it at the top. Try to go down to the nearest bottom part of the touchpad. If not this, learn how to play left claw if right claw isn't for you. If not that, switch to paddles and stick to it even though it's uncomfortable. Eventually it will be. Let me remind you, we were never meant to get used to a controller, but we did. So getting used to one button that you changed shouldn't be that hard. Okay, now we're done talking about settings. It's time to work on alignment and speed. For this, you're gonna have to do some drills. That's the best and the fastest way to get familiar with your sense. But instead of just doing it fast and just repeating the same thing, we're gonna do it slow. And we're gonna do 2 drills. The first one goes like this. This drill is for you to practice turning around. Finish your edit, look back up, look back down, finish your edit, look back up, look back down, but also while turning around. This also you can get used to the motion of turning around and looking down and looking back up again, because that could be a little hard to do if you don't know how to do it or you haven't did it at all. Basically, I want you to practice a continuous movement. You need to be moving around the whole entire time. And if it's too hard for you to move around while editing, just move around in general. And you want to do this until you feel like you got it down. The second one goes like this. Make sure that you're building and looking in almost every single direction. And then eventually add edits to it. Not a lot, a little bit. And eventually add more edits to it. If you don't understand what I'm saying, you can go in this direction or this direction. You can go down and put a floor, then go back out building up. You can spin out from under and over like a Thwifle. Another one that you can do is this one. This also involves you to keep moving. This is pretty much the easiest one, but you want to go slow. Mainly, for the most part, I'm trying to go slow, but I couldn't help but to go fast. But for the most part, you just see me spinning and editing. Because in case you didn't notice, this motherfucker don't stop moving. Part of the reason of that is because he mainly has all 4 of his fingers on his build buttons.
He also uses macros.
If you play claw, this isn't impossible, but it can be uncomfortable because you have to take your finger off of your edit button to put, your finger on your build button, and then, back and forth. That could be annoying. Me, I don't do it because it's annoying, but it's worth learning. And the only reason I want you to do this is because I want you to get used to doing that consistent moving so that you can know what direction that you have to go in on a dime. Because when you're moving fast like this, you're gonna have to know where you're going, and you're gonna have to handle moving at that speed all the time. So I recommend that you do these drills in slow-mo in both directions, and you'll find yourself knowing exactly where you want to go when you're building very fast. You never want to rush yourself. Now that you know how to be in control while being fast, it's time to talk about the most important part: making clear and decisive movements. When trying to be fast or look flashy, you can't be making cluttered movements.
You have to move straight
and clean.
And whatever you're doing has to be visually intentional. So if you're flicking up, it has to look like you're flicking up and nothing else. It shouldn't look like you're flicking sideways and up at the same time. If you're going to the side doing a triple edit, it should look like that. It shouldn't look like you're trying to build this and build this. It should look like you're just doing what you want to do. But to be honest, how are you supposed to do that? It's probably what you're thinking, but it's not hard, I promise you. Watch this. I explained this yesterday and I really don't feel like doing it again, so I'm just gonna play the clips. But I also want y'all to keep it in mind, I was lagging a lot the whole entire time. Literally the whole entire day. Nothing but red X's. Basically, you don't want to drag your edits. You don't want to select right here and then try to release your edit while looking down here. I know mainly you're trying to get the wall to edit the wall, but it's taking away that flair. That's only because when you combine edits, nobody can actually see what you're doing. And here's an example. I'm combining my edits trying to get them done fast, when in reality, it's just combining my movements. Every movement and every motion should be one build or edit done. And that should look like this. One swipe per edit, going up in one direction. You shouldn't be walking up and dragging your edits as you're going up. And anytime that you're doing something simple, you want to look straight. And that goes for placing walls and doing double edits. If you end up moving around or shaking your screen even as light as a little bit, it's going to make it look like you're struggling. It's going to take away that clean effect. To do this, you want to make sure that you confirm every single edit at the very end of every single motion. If you don't, it won't look as flashy. It's about laggier than a truck, but as you can see, it looks faster. My camera is shaking way more. I apologize for the bad examples, but it's been lagging for like a month. What am I supposed to do? That's too much moving. It should be look straight up, look down, then look up. So basically you want to do a double edit like this, and then turn around as you double reset in one motion. You can put a wall right here if you want to be safe, so you won't walk off the end, but you pretty much double reset as you're turning around. It should be instant, and that way you save more time and it's more cleaner. And that's better than looking like you're taking too much time to do it. It should always be one clear direction of action with every single thing that you do, whether it's building or editing. But once again, remember that does not apply when it comes to placing walls and doing double edits. The best thing you can do is just make sure it gets done fast. Don't move at all, not even a little bit. You see, this is bad, and this is good. Now let's say you want us to build out to the side. Your goal is to build everything instantly and in a straight direction. What you don't want to do is this right here. You see how I combined all those movements? I did it, but like everything was together and that didn't make it look as clean. I really do hope this is making sense and I'm not talking to a brick wall. Another common mistake that I used to do is when I went to the side trying to do a triple edit to the right, I will walk up and drag the edit until I got to it. That right there, it works, but it also once again takes away the movement. You're not really moving while doing that. You're just holding the wall until you get to it. But what if we apply what we were talking about earlier? Once again, building everything with one motion and then editing with one motion. So no dragging, just wiping. And that will look something like this. 1, 2, and you want to do a quick and swift motion to put these walls down. Remember, you don't want to drag edit the wall. You want to edit the wall where you stand. You don't want to run up dragging it. You want to try and edit it with one swipe like you did with the floor and cone. So this is not allowed, but this is. I'm going to give you a bunch of moves that SJ does and also from others that play like him. This is also a very good time to test your edit sense, and not only that, your edit bind as well. If you feel like your editing speed is too slow and you can't keep up as you're running through these retakes, most likely you need to change your bind. Especially if you've been on it for a long time and nothing's changing at all, most likely you need to change that bind. And the best way to do that is to change it to something near it or switch to the opposite hand. And not all people play claw, but the same rules apply. You can't edit fast, move your editing hand to your left side. If you're not good on your left side, move it to your right side. If you're good on that side, but you don't like how your button feels, change it to another button. That's not it. Change the controller. I thought the PS5 controller was the ultimate controller, but it's the PS4. That's where my heart is. It feels the most comfortable for me, and it's the most easiest for me to tap out my buttons. Not even a challenge. But anyways, back to the drills. The first drill goes like this. You want to build a floor and a cone, and then jump up and put 4 walls, and then right here, sometimes what he would do is slide down. So what you want to do off of that first jump, that initial jump, is when like you put those 4 walls and you land on that ramp, the ramp that I'm standing on now, you basically just want to be holding the crouch button while you're in the air coming down. Something like this. So off of that first initial jump, when you put those walls, always plan to hold down the crouch button. So jump and hold crouch. Right now it's not working because I don't have the momentum for me jumping up and putting the walls. You can't do it afterwards. You must do it in the same motion like this. And this is just the basics of one of his turnarounds. I'm just letting you know how it works, but it's really complicated to do. It's doable, but it's not that easy to do in a retake. By the way, I'm sorry if I sound a little different. I woke up from a nap, so of course I'm going to sound a little tired or a little drained or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is how you do it. The next one pretty much starts off the same. It's just like you put the cone floor, then you jump up, put the walls behind it. But right here, when you get in this spot, you want to edit a floor, just one tile. Then jump out to the back, put these walls into the floor. And then from that point on, you can flip and go through. Or double reset, edit this wall one time, and open it up and continue to go. The next one starts off with a double edit instead. Same 4 walls. But right here, you edit 2 tiles, and then you edit through. Get on top of it, put a wall, edit the wall one time, a window, reset it, open it up, do a double edit, double reset, and then turn the cone into a ramp, but you mainly want to use the beginning. With this next one, you want to edit the floor and then put walls through and then put a ramp going out, and then turn back to the left side slightly a little bit, but like look straight, and then put a floor and a ramp to connect to it. Put walls around it, reset that floor, grab the ramp, flip it forward, and then just double edit through. And you want to do these moves at random. The 4th one looks like this. You want to start off with 4 walls and then put a cone and floor. Double edit, double reset, looking in this area. You don't want to walk up right here because you're going to get stuck and you won't have enough time to edit this wall. So what you want to do is double edit, double reset back there, edit a window as soon as you finish doing that double reset. Open it up, then do a double edit down, and then turn it into a ramp and go out. You know, this crackhead is a sprint editor. I sprint with L1, so it's kind of easy for me to sprint run, but he likes to mainly sprint edit in between different edits. And all you really do is just tap the sprint button and then tap your switch mode button and then try to finish your edit as fast as possible. I also wanted to teach you this trick that makes it easier on you. All you have to do is just strafe side to side. So instead of me running up, right, full forward, like full direct forward at the wall trying to edit it, I'm going to run off to the side first and then finish edit it. See, off to the side and then finish edit it. I'll do a quick comparison. You see, I'm going to run straight forward and you're going to see how I get there instantly pretty much. But if I run off to the side, I have a little bit more time. This next trick is basically just his turnaround. It's pretty much the easiest thing to do. Put walls through, going off to the side, put ramps connected to a floor, then walk through, putting walls, reset. What you don't want to reset that floor walking up at the floor. You're going to get stuck and you won't have enough time to do anything. But you want to also make sure that you walk yourself all the way to this corner and then do a double edit and then edit the wall and edit through. For this next trick, what you want to do is put cones down, put a wall in between them, and then put a cone in a box and then just triple edit.
This part don't matter, I just feel like
right here,
editing.
you want to start off with a triple edit, put a cone down when you go out, edit into a ramp, do a double edit as soon as you place this cone in the floor. This is a turnaround, by the way. Double edit, put these walls, put more walls and jump backwards. Land on a ramp and then place a floor. And then continue to go up and edit through. And I'm not really going to explain this next one because I do it all the time and I even made it a short. Basically, you want to put a back wall and then jump out and then spin off of it and put a floor and cone. And from that point on, you can pretty much add whatever you want to it because after you do this, you can easily go out like this if you want to. Also, I forgot, he likes to double edit, double reset in almost every single corner, right? Like this. It won't be hard as long as you look into this corner right here. You have to look downward, don't look upward. And if you're still having trouble with your editing speed, try all of these moves out. In the beginning, when you start off, you want to make sure that you're taking your time doing it right. Then eventually you can speed up a little bit, just enough to where you're comfortable. You can also do it going around. You can also stand on it. To make it even harder, you can stand above the ground. And remember, it's all about control. You can worry about timing later on. Your main goal should always be just to be able to do it in general. I mean, at least in the beginning. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. I know I haven't been posting like that, so it's easy for, people not to show up, but I ain't been really in the mood to post, to be honest with y'all. But now I kind of came back. I'm here, post whatever y'all need, whatever's necessary, whatever people don't teach, I'm here for that. But once again, sorry. Been gone for like 2 months for real. I love y'all and I want to see more of you. So peace out and bye. Bye. Tell me how.